Hello everyone! This is another game with the challenges. This is challenge number 5. We are going against each other with Cyber Dragon versus Cyber Dark. I got the Cyber Dragon due to the fact I don't play that a lot. He has chosen the Cyber Dark deck, my friend Ghost.
Hello, I am demonic zombie ghost, and I am still feeling a small bit sick. Still getting over things.
You'll get there, bud. You'll get there.
But I am playing the Cyber Darks, and this has been a miserable existence.
Why has it been miserable?
I'm gonna ask you to make a Cyber Dark deck and see how miserable it is to try to get this thing to work.
Oh my gosh. I'm probably gonna just...
You'll see all the major flaws in this deck. You'll see very clearly why I hate it. I'm glad I built it, because I already have a Cyber Dragon deck.
Yeah,
Alright.
Hopefully everything's fine. I will go ahead and say this, if you want to make any last adjustments, since I just did one myself, I forgot there's one card I need to add just in case it does come out.
There's no reason.
Yes, but I made a final card adjustment. It shows on film, so if you want to make any adjustments to yours, you can go ahead.
Alright, so now do you want to explain how this works?
Yes,
For any new...
yes. I will explain for the new ones, the newbies, the rookies to the Yu-Gi-Oh! Challenge playlist we've been building.
Ours, at least.
Yes.
Alright, go for it.
Okay. First of all, each time we have a challenge, we have these sets of rules. 1, we have to choose... we have to have one match. That means 3 rounds. One person has to win 2 of those 3 rounds in order to move on to the redemption. Now, those first match that I just mentioned, that is for the next challenge. The reason we have a redemption is to decide on the rulings. It's the same thing as the first match. 2 rounds have to be won by one person in order to be considered a complete win. And they get to make the rulings and the challenge. But if you can only win one, which is the challenge, you choose the challenge, but your opponent chooses the rulings. Now,
with a lovely caveat for the one who loses the match.
Exactly. Now, if you lose the challenge but win the redemption, you get to make the rulings, but your opponent makes the challenge. It's basically vice versa type stuff. But the main thing is that you need to remember is that with the redemption, we use one of our own original decks that we did not follow a deck list for, or basically just one of the decks that we've been playing with for the longest, and they could be as OP as they want them to be. Basically, it's a beatdown match.
And that goes to the loser of the original match.
Exactly.
I'm ready to go if you're ready to fire off.
Yeah.
Anything else? Did we miss anything?
Would you like to mention how often I have lost?
So far, I've won every redemption match. And he's won 2 so far?
I've won 2 matches. You've won 2 matches as well. So we're tied up.
Yeah. Well, not really, because I won all the redemption matches.
Yeah, I'm talking about challenge matches, though.
Yeah, it's 2 and 2.
Yeah, he keeps putting me against decks I can't beat.
Which is not entirely true for the last 2. Which I had to use the challenge decks.
Yeah. He
had no excuse for that one. He just bricked.
I bricked a lot. I don't know what's going on. The first 2 challenges, I was doing A-okay.
You were doing fine at the start of the last one, until I got the card I needed.
Yeah. I also basically made a lot of misplays during that last challenge.
Oh, you noticed that? Because I watched your video.
Yes, I know. Okay.
Alright, what you gonna do? What do? Okay. How is this gonna screw me?
Do you already have a way of challenging me already?
I have ways to do a lot of things.
Oh man.
Alright, kind of figured you were going to do that.
Yeah, you also know about that, so there's that as well.
Hmm. Unfortunately... Uh... Oh, throwing in some good cards. It's about time.
Shut up. Damn it.
Thank you for special summoning more than once.
Fuck. What does that card even do?
It just does things.
Okay. What the? Okay.
Had to get rid of that first.
Oh, okay. Anything else you'd like to add to this little debacle?
Does this do? I never actually looked at it. Interesting. Anyway, go forth. So, what you gonna do with 2 cards?
Okay, so what does this actually do? When it sees someone to the field, neither player can activate monster effects with monsters with 3,000 or more attack. Once per turn, you can detach this card and return 1 monster from the field to the hand. Is that during either person's turn?
If it was during either person's turn, I would assume would say quick effect.
Okay, so it's just during your turn.
I would assume so.
Okay, and then you have Cyberdark Realm. Okay, so Cyberdark Realm, you add 1 Cyberdark from your hand or deck. Your hand?
Yep.
Okay, interesting. Okay, here we go. Here's the problem child coming through. What does this do?
It does nothing at the moment because I don't have any Cyberdarks on the field yet.
Yeah, that's where the problem's gonna start, huh? Okay! It's trial by fire at this point.
Ooh. I would have gone with core.
You're mean.
You don't get to have it.
Oh my god. I can't really do anything else. At least for now. Can you bring that thing back?
This? The Star Slayer thing?
Yeah, Sky Crisis.
Not really, no.
Hmm.
Anything else you want?
Yeah, it's a fiend, I see why. Oh!
Got anything else ready to go?
I don't know, maybe... Guess I have to do it, huh? Okay, here we go.
Okay.
Main phase.
Okay. What is that doing?
For right now, it's just supposed to be a beat stick.
Got it. Huh. Okay. I keep doing stupid things like this. This was special summoned, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. What?
Thank you.
I'm dead now. I have nothing to deal with this.
Alright. Just so you know, you burned out most of my resources.
Oh my god, really?
Pretty much.
God, darn it. Just some...
I couldn't use Cyber in Dragon, so I put Silent Honor Arc on there.
Okay.
Which does a similar thing.
Hopefully this works. Yes!
Oh, for fuck's sake. You just want to spam it, don't you?
A little bit, yeah. And there's that back, and here's this.
I feel like that was unnecessary, but okay.
This is a close match.
It's really not. Go ahead.
Okay, and you said you burnt through your resources now?
Yep. This is it.
Okay, I'm not overplaying or overshooting nothing. This is mean. Okay, apparently, I just drew impermanence.
No, that's not going to help you now.
Yeah, that would have helped me earlier. Okay, I won! I won! Thank God!
I told you.
That was a close match!
Sure.
You kept getting rid of it! Oh.
It's okay, I got nothing.
I highly doubt that, but okay, continue.
No, I really had nothing. This deck is terrible.
Mm-hmm.
I've told you this many times.
Definitely gonna... favorite. What else can I... That... Or I can... This. Desperate time called for desperate measures.
Indeed.
Okay, hopefully you don't have the one card I hope you don't have. Okay. Here goes nothing. First off, activate. Secondly, activate. Normal summon. No, not yet. Probably going...
Do 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 do. Really?
Yeah.
You went with this one?
For a little bit of an obvious reason here.
See, this is what happens when you put good cards in your deck. Unlike all the crappy cards you put in your deck
Okay.
normally.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. This is where the whole bang shaboodle is. Ooh boy.
I drew 3 field spells, by the way, and that's why I bricked.
All right. Battle.
There you go.
Brain wins! Ah, it's been so long since I've been able to win one like that. Oh, dear God. Ah.
There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different negates in this deck. Didn't draw a single one.
Oh my God. Thank you, Jesus. Okay, for people who are watching this, that was not as much of a slog as I thought it would be. Like, the first match, I was worried because he kept getting rid of my Infinity. However, if you saw the cards I was using a rebirth technique or infinite respawn. Because I had Court in the graveyard and he had a monster, I was able to bring back Infinity over and over again.
In other words, he used Napster.
Yeah,
But
Napster's a little bitch.
You could have just said, I use Napster.
I never knew how to pronounce its name. I never paid attention to its name. All I know is it was the best card to bring it back.
I call it the Napster.
But it was a major help. I'm glad I put that fucker in the deck. I put 2 of them in there too. Oh my God. All right.
Let's see.
Just waiting on you, my guy. Oh boy. That took a minute. Now, I will
The big
admit...
question.
Go ahead before I continue. Oh.
Don't worry, I'll show you what the deck looks like later.
Please do. Because physically speaking, I almost died.
No, you didn't. You can calm down.
The first round, I almost died. I was very close. I
The
was
first
running out of
round-
cards.
The first round, literally, you burned out my resources within the first couple of turns. Stop complaining. Jeez.
I still don't know how I did that so quickly, so don't even.
You kept on... I had to use more resources to get rid of Infinity. It was painfully obvious.
Ugh. I'm just...
Infinity's a little bitch to deal with.
Not to mention, I've had more time with this deck, so I knew how to work around getting Infinity back on the field from the grave, so I was happy about that.
I'm very curious.
Oh, God.
I'm curious how well this is going to work. I'd never used this deck against Cyber Dragons.
Don't use Dark Claw.
Scareclaw, but... Ready for it when you are.
Oh, God. Is it what I think it is?
It probably isn't.
So it's either that or Trap Tricks.
Now, don't be rude.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why you're being so rude. What? What are you doing?
Playing strategically.
Why? You need to go hard on the paint.
The hand I had, I couldn't.
Okay.
I literally couldn't. It's Trap Tricks.
Hmm.
Yeah, this is gonna be my loss, everyone, because I hate trap tricks like the goddamnedest things. Wait, can I?
You should be able to.
Just let it happen.
Which one gets me the field spell? I forget. Sure. Oh no.
Oh God. What'd you do?
I reduced it to 0. Its effect is it gains attack.
Oh
So I
God.
negated its effect.
Oh man. Well.
And I don't know if it's permanent.
Well, shoot.
When it comes to monsters like that, if it gets negated, usually it's permanent. Okay. I'm curious as to how well I can burn through your resources. Ooh.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let you have it.
Wow. How gracious.
Go ahead.
Hmm. Okay. What am I gonna do here?
Well, I would assume you're gonna actually take advantage of that and go into Nova.
And then you're gonna stop me. Okay. That's fair. Oh God.
You might still win.
I probably will not. Because the cards I need do not seem to want to come to my hand. Well then. I'm screwed.
Anything else you got?
If I could summon out another card, yes, but it won't let me.
Hey, look at that. It is permanent.
That's mean.
You would have taken damage. So, if you'd gotten rid of it. So, let's grab this.
Stop me from bringing back anything higher than 15,000.
Now that would just be rude. I would never do something so rude.
You would do something so rude.
I don't know why you say such things.
Well, that's gone too.
Okay. Which lets you special summon. Okay. Why are you trying to activate? Ah, that's why. Anything else? Can I actually negate that?
I don't know.
It doesn't look like I can. Oh well. I don't know why it activates so weirdly, but alright. Alright. I don't know what I'm waiting on.
I'm trying to do things. Okay.
Oh boy.
Trust me, I'm trying to figure this out perfectly fine. Get back.
Okay.
Eight.
Hmm.
Battle. 2, 3. Oh. First hurdle crossed.
Does it get to do that every turn?
No. Oh, if you mean like sacrificing monsters, yeah, I could do that once per turn.
Oh, screw it. Spiders.
Hmm.
So far, you're the only one who's getting resources. I don't...
Yeah, apparently.
Okay.
I don't know what that face down is. I'm being extra careful here. What does that thing do? Oh, that.
It doesn't do anything. Yeah, how about that goes back?
I see.
Eh, what
Okay.
else you got?
Currently speaking, not much.
Probably still doing better than me right now. Hey, look at that. You get to do things. Ah, recovery. I knew I should have used my Cyber Dragon deck. That would have really screwed you over.
Yeah, it would have. Battle? That was
Alright.
my first win against this deck! Dear God!
Alright, you just gotta get one more.
I doubt I can get one more, but I will try my damnedest. Okay, who's going first and who's going second? Oh, I'm going second. God darn it. This is gonna suck.
I think it'll be fine.
You're letting me have it. Why?
Go ahead.
Ugh.
Do it.
There. Thing do?
Banishes it.
Okay, but... Yeah, that's not gonna help me. Damn it.
Anything
Yeah.
else?
No. Do you have any monsters?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm living on hopes and dreams over
Oh.
here.
That's not gonna work for me, is it?
Probably
Same here,
not.
apparently.
Oh, hey, look at that. There's a thing here. Sure. Attack.
That's just mean.
Take that 300. Overload?
I want to do overload, but that would be unwise.
You are... That's the overload fusion. You're just going overload.
That's not good. helping. What'd you do to my cards?
Oh, I can banish it once it's sent there.
Ugh. Can't do anything with this card. Bullshit.
You always say it's bullshit.
Use you, for goodness sake! Ugh. Whatever.
What does that do?
This.
Hmm.
That's the whole
Ah,
reason I couldn't get it to work. It's because that darn fucking counter. I couldn't get it to work until that counter was gone.
Yeah, it's because when you have no monsters on the field.
No, it's when you have no cards.
Same thing.
And I've lost. Heavily.
Don't count it out just yet.
Yeah, that's screwed up crap. I bricked.
Apparently.
I told you I was losing after you got rid of my resources. I've been bricking for the last few turns.
Finally, I get a goddamn field spell.
Oh
Been
my
trying to get that
gosh.
bitch for a while.
I can't do anything, so whatever.
Alright, just let me pull the monster to destroy.
Oh my god. You just kill me now. I'm ready for a restart. This was not a good game.
I mean, it was fine.
It wasn't to my standard of play. Like, I bricked so hard the last few turns.
To answer your question, no, I could not end it this turn.
Apparently.
Can you square something?
Mother...
Sure. I keep forgetting what that effect does. Thanks.
What? Ugh, I can't do anything, so it's endgame. Just end me. That was my last revive that I had, and it wasn't the card I needed.
You went straight for lightning storm tactics.
Yeah, but I had those just in case you relied heavily on your spell and trap card zones.
Which I did. To be
Yeah.
fair, that deck did.
It was a good game. That's the longest I've lasted against trap tricks, even though I bricked. Can I
Alright.
actually get a hand here?
Maybe.
Oh god.
If you're lucky.
Aw. Shucks. Booey. Yeah, this is gonna be your redemption duel, even though I fought hard this time.
You fought hard, and you got so far.
Really did, honestly. Normally, I brick, like, hard.
Haha, 400 more than you.
Okay, that's fair.
Okay.
Uh, Aw.
Are you going to be able to do it?
I can do something.
Cyber repair plan?
Where everything gets in.
True. Okay.
Really? You let that one go?
Yep.
Okay. Mm.
What else you got?
Currently, wondering that myself.
Okay. What are you going to power bond? And this is where you win.
Yeah, this is where I win. Somehow.
There's no somehow. You actually did play well. Why you're playing a competent deck? Why are you confused on the win?
Because honestly, I didn't follow the deck list all the way through. I did what I thought was good to play.
All right. Well, you got to do the challenge and the rulings. Good luck with that.
Okay, time to re-show you our decks now that we've finished both. By the way, first one I won from the redemptions. That is probably the only time I'm going to get it. So if you watch this video, awesome. If you don't, oh well.
Okay.
And sorry for being overhyped about it as well. I don't mean to be a spoil sport either. Oh my gosh, Trap Tricks is just that bad of a deck for me. Every deck I have has lost.
That was a bad matchup.
Yeah, it was. I had a lot more resources than you had negates on that board. That last round, at least.
Well, no, it's not that you had more resources. It's just you could recur resources a lot easier.
Yeah, Trap Tricks is like, you have to have those resources out immediately before I do anything.
No, I just need at least one, and then you just need to stop. But not really. Okay. This is the Cyber Dark deck.
And this is my Cyber Factory deck that I decided to call after it. The handy women that helped me never drew the one card I thought I would, which would have helped with your deck. I would have been able to beat you with it. Okay.
But you could beat this deck with anything. What are you talking about?
Oh, that is absolute garbage.
Yeah, and it's actually a competent deck. Who knew?
Yep.
Who knew?
Yeah. I wish I could edit this portion out where I have my name on it, but oh well. Yeah.
So their search card is a continuous spell. Their destruction is a continuous spell, is a continuous trap. And this, all it does is protect them from monster effects, from genuine effects.
Okay.
General effects. This deck depends on you summoning one of these, and then pulling one of these out of the graveyard. So you have to send these to the graveyard, then have these to summon.
I would have been screwed if you brought out the Dark Honest. I would have been screwed.
Oh yeah, if I hit any of my negates, you probably would have been screwed at any point.
Not to mention, I had to deal with your Xyz board over here.
Not really.
I dealt with at least 2 of them. I'm glad I didn't deal with Tornado or the little sniper.
The sniper would have popped a card back to your hand.
Yeah,
this would have just destroyed to a spell trap.
Yeah. And then we have the other monsters, which are... Wait, is that a Blue Eyes monster? Is that Blue Eyes Ultimate?
Yes.
Oh my gosh, I used to have that card. Like, physically.
Well, it's actually Dragon Master Knight, but not the
yeah.
point. And what this deck is supposed to do is it's supposed to send one of these dragons to the graveyard, and then I can pull out one of my fusions, namely this one.
Cyber Darkness Dragon. Okay.
It allows me to pull one of those out of the graveyard, and it gets 5,000 extra attack.
Dear Jesus.
Plus, I can negate activations, so this is...
Yeah, that was your key card. Alright, I guess it's time for me to reveal you my deck. Alright, this was mine. Yeah, never got to bring this thing out at all. I even had a card for it. But yeah, the main ability for the card Sky Thunder was supposed to be destroy all other cards on the field, I think, if I remember correctly. Detach 2 materials and send all other cards from the field to the graveyard. Yeah, that was literally what I was trying to do in case the board got overfilled too fast on your side and I had nothing else. But it only had 1 Xyz material because all I had was Infinity at the time. And it didn't have any fuel because you made me send it away.
Isn't that fun?
Yeah, because otherwise I could have gotten rid of all your spells and traps, and I would have been able to keep that thing on the field. And this was my side deck, the ones I decided to remove. Yeah, hated this thing. This thing gave me more problems. So after I got rid of that, it started to flow better.
That. It's the only card that has the different effect that doesn't work with anything else.
It literally needs to be sent to the graveyard. That is the only way that thing works.
You threw a Ghost Ogre in there after giving me shit for having Ghost Ogre. You decide, nah, I'm gonna throw a Ghost Ogre in.
I thought it was poetic justice. By the way, never drew the fucker, so you can't give me shit about it.
I can give you all the shit. What are you talking about? You got 42 cards in a deck that should be 40. I can give you shit for that alone.
And then I had this little beauty, which helps a lot. Because
you have a lot more support cards than I would be using.
Yeah, that I went ahead and just decided, let's go ahead and bring out the major support for the Cyber Dragons here. I brought this in here because I didn't even realize it required them to be in the grave. I forgot that was its effect. That was the only issue with that card that I had.
Yeah, it's easy to get them in the grave.
That!
A Foolish Burial usually works pretty well.
Yeah. That I put in there in case I had nothing else on the field and it was able to cycle them out. And basically send them back to my deck. And it's a great fucking card when you pair it with this fucker.
It happens.
I also could have done this one, but that's another story.
Well, I already kind of predicted I was going to lose this one.
Yeah, thought I was going to lose against Trap Chick, so right there with you.
Well, no, it was a bad matchup. I just didn't know if it was going to work that well.
It kind of did. It got rid of my cards faster than I could get them out in the field with one round.
No, because... Okay. So, the way Cyber Dragons typically work is it gets rid of your opponent's cards by just putting one Cyber Dragon on the field and then popping it. So it doesn't matter what I do. You can just pop any of my cards without the effect.
Also...
without any effects activating.
Before I forget, this thing, I don't know why, but the only issue I have with it, it has to have extra monster zones more than it has to have actual monster zones. And that was the only issue I had with this card, Chimera Tech. This one, on the other hand, it just required machine monsters, which, not gonna lie, hard to come by in case I don't have this out, which is Clockwork Knight. That literally makes all monsters on the field machine monsters.
Okay.
That was the only good thing about that card, because it not only if you used it in compound with Regulus, you're actually supposed to bring it to your hand and just move from there. But the way I was using it, I was making sure I had a 500 more over your monsters every time you would bring one out. It's basically just meant to be a supplement until I can get the bigger plays going. That's why I put it in there.
Well, it seemed to work.
Yeah, it did work. It's just, like you said, it's a do-nothing card. But I like it, so it helps, because I know how to maneuver with it. I think I put too many copies in there because I could have put something else. Like, one copy would have been sufficient.
But yeah, the way this deck works, it's just too many different mechanics that all contradict each other.
Yeah. Now, I will say that Godsend card, love it. You're beautiful, darling. Didn't use that, though. I only use it to supplement this. That's all I used it for. I didn't use it against you.
It happens.
But anywho, it was fun playing the deck. I'm not gonna lie. I will physically say I had fun playing Cyber Dragons against Cyber Darks. Do you have any things you would like to say about the Cyber Dragon Dark deck? Because I think the Cyber Dragon Dark just needs a lot better cards, I would say, that help with the deck.
it needs to pick a mechanic.
Yeah, same with Cyber Dragons because it has too many decks that can be built around it.
No, it's good. It's a great rogue deck. That's a good thing that you can do so many things with it.
Oh.
But it has a singular mechanic that makes it work. No one's ever going to put the Cyber Dark engine into a deck. I can see people putting the Cyber Dragon engine into a deck.
Yeah. It's definitely interesting.
Yeah.
I think I didn't even think I used Seeger. Did I use Seeger
doesn't
during
surprise
this duel?
me. No. You always use the multi-attack monsters. That's how you normally won.
Yeah, I used the multi-attack because I had to finish you quickly before you had your fuel going. Which was this one or this one. Those are the only multi-2 attacks in the deck besides that thing.
It happens.
All honesty, that requires you to have more cards in the grave. That strictly does. Chimera Tech Overdragon is the only one I will say requires you to have more cards in the grave than you should with on the field.
Yeah, but it's powerful.
It is, but you need to pair it with Overload Fusion. Otherwise, it's not going to go off as you think it will. Now,
I know.
Now, I will say I could have used, like, Cyberload Fusion, but I needed a Banish mechanic. The only one that I had for banishing is this card, which, by the way, never came on the field.
I never used it.
It's the only way I can think of getting, like, more cards going on the field than necessary.
Yeah, but that was before, like, Emergency came out.
Yeah.
When you could actually get some consistency going.
And then never use this card. Cybernetic Overflow.
Again, a lot of those cards are, like, old stuff.
Yeah. That one, still don't understand why that one didn't work.
I have no idea.
When a monster effect is activated in the hand or graveyard. I think I understand now. What the heck? Oh, I know what that was. But yeah, I think I understand now. I put the wrong negate card in there. You didn't use effects from the graveyard. You used effects from the field to get cards from the graveyard.
Yep.
That was the issue with that card. Okay, that makes sense.
I was thinking about putting Necro Valley into this deck, but that would have been too mean.
Oh god, that would have been mean. Oh dear Jesus. Doesn't that banish?
No, it stops all effects from coming out of the graveyard.
Oh god.
There's no effect that can go into the graveyard, and there's no effect that can come out of it.
Necrophall's evil.
Well, I mean, it's a Gravekeeper card, so it's kind of in archetype.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Gravekeepers were the cruelest of the decks. I remember that.
No, they were pretty mediocre. It's just what that one card was crazy.
Oh my gosh. But, without further ado, I would like to ask for helping hand with our next challenge, my good sir, because I come up blank.
Delightful. Anyway, I'm gonna just get us out of here.
Alright.
Are you ready?
I am back on my screen, yes.
Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and be sure to drop in some ideas for new challenges, because we're not that creative. Anyway, go see Walker's channel. It's Walker Chronicled Fantasy.
Yes, with apostrophe S, as in possession of channel, yes.
And subscribe. He needs the subscribers.
Yeah, I've been getting a lot of views lately, though.
All the subscribers. All of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Anyway, bye!
Bye!